Hi everyone, now we're going to be doing my blush top 5 favourites and I hope you enjoy. So, first we're going to start with this one here, and this one was given to me ages ago and I don't know if they still do them or not, but I presume they do because they're so gorgeous. I doubt they'd be discontinued, and I will promise to put the links at the end. That way I don't know where you're going to be watching this video from. So, this one here, and it's beautiful, and I don't know if I wish the lighting wasn't so bad. If you look, it's got like a gorgeous gold glitter to it. And I'm going to put a bit of it on my hand. And this one is by Lumiere. Is it Lumiere? It is Lumiere. Lumiere. Mineral Cosmetics. And I think it's only a small company. So it's nice to know that you're helping them out as well when you show the products and stuff. Because the stuff were fabulous, and I haven't seen them in the shops. I'm sure it's just an online place, but I don't know if you can see. It's not showing up very well. Hang on. Get on this there. You see? Look, it's just a light and neutral, but it's got a beautiful kind of gold sparkle to it. And I love this, and I got sent quite a few ages and ages ago. I've done some tutorials on the eye products, and it was like a cat eye teal and green, and there's just tons and tons of stuff, and I haven't gotten around to using it all because I've got so many powders and stuff. But I promise I will start using it again so I can show you at least, because it's stuff that needs to be shown off. It's beautiful. So that's the first one, and it goes on lovely as well. You only need a little bit on your powder brush, and you could really use it as a bronzer as well, either or. Lovely little thing. And this one's called Be True, and it's gorgeous, and it's a Silk Radiance powder, and I like it. Next on the list has to be a MAC one. MAC, they do everything right, and I love their blushes. And this one's called a Margin, and it's a Frost, and it's a powder blush, and that's that there. And it's kind of like a peach, and it's got, I wouldn't say it hasn't got it's got a shimmer, but it hasn't got a coloured shimmer, and it's really peachy, frosty, and it's going with my skin tone quite nice for the summer. So that's that. You can see it stood out on my hand. Just this camera lighting's really bad. Don't know what I've done with it, but it's not happening. It's just not happening. So that's the peachy glow, and it's called Margin, and it goes on really creamy. You get good coverage. You cannot fault the MAC stuff. They are quite expensive though. That's the only downfall. And if you wanted to get a couple, say you wanted a pink and you wanted a peach and you wanted, I don't know, a plum colour to go with your gold eyeshadow or something like that, and your red lips, because I love doing things like that. I love messing around with different colour blushes. When they're really expensive, it's kind of take a while to get the next one. But you know, they're all good and they're gonna last you, and they come in huge pots as well, so not so bad. That's the MAC one. Now this is the one that I've had for ages. Again, you get massive good coverage, and I don't know what, is it Bare Essentials? ID Bare Minerals? There's that many names to it. I've took the top part off, but that's the powder in there. And it looks scary and dark, I know, but it isn't. It goes on so beautifully neutral. You wouldn't believe. I'll show you. And I just hope the camera picks this up again. There it is. I'm just going to blend a little bit in. Now I'm going to take, it would help if I took the last lot off, wouldn't it? So just get it off. Trusted Pampers wet wipes again. Let my hands dry on my jeans. Right, now let's go. So we're going to just dip my finger into the Bare Minerals and just put a little bit there for you. It's not shimmer at all, but I tell you what it is. If you've got a kabuki brush, a bronzer or blush brush, and you dip it in that, always tap your brush and get excess off, because there's a lot of product will come out, but you just get this kind of colouring, but it doesn't look like you've got blush on. Now I know that sounds silly, but isn't that what we all want? It's like, I never knew how to put blush on for ages. I kept getting it wrong. I kept looking like I was in the 80s or something with a big pink stripe, and then I discovered the Bare Minerals, and the stuff's meant to be like a nice slow build up and release of colour every time. So when you put all the powders and foundations on that they have, and you finish off with your beauty powders from there, you get the best looking skin I've seen in my life. It just takes a long time to practice and do, but if you do the whole steps using the blush at the end, you're going to get really flawless looking skin. Makes your skin look 3D and where everything's meant to be. Not like a patch there and a patch there. And boy, have I had them days where it hasn't gone on right. But you haven't got time to do it all again, so you just stick some foundation over the top of it and hope for the best. Have you ever done that? Because I have. But anyway, that's the Bare Minerals, and that's why I'm choosing these in my top 5. Because although, again, medium priced, I think they're just fantastic. And that one is Beauty. And it is beautiful, and don't be scared by the colour. It does not look like that when you put it on. It kind of sheens out, and it just makes you look nice and fresh and angelic. And boy, do I love looking like that, but never really achieve it. So that was my third one. Now this one, I'm sure you've seen us use before. It's by Paula, dorf, and it's a long story. At GMTV Studios ages ago, I got my makeup done in the dressing room, and the guy that was putting my makeup on, he had all the tubs laid out. And they looked like tubs like that, okay? And he was just dipping in and doing the, you know, the blush and all this. I thought, what is that? It's not MAC. It's fantastic, but it's not that. What is it? There was no name on it or anything. So I went online when I got home, and I just kept Googling pots of blush with, like, see-through lids. And I come across this site, and I don't even know if this is the stuff, but I got some anyway off eBay cheap. Because the site it was quite expensive, to be honest. So I went on eBay and I bought some cheaper. And this guy had tons of the stuff, and that's when I got into Paula, dorf. And I just bought quite a few because they were so like affordable. They were nothing like they were on the other website. And I thought, you know, this is brilliant. And I'm just going to show you. It's a cream blush, and I actually prefer cream blushes because I don't use powder. I hate powder because it makes me look scabby and funny. So I prefer foundations that have like a smooth finish, and so these go fantastic with a smooth finish. And if you think you've gone a bit too far, you can always put a bit more foundation over, and it just tones it and melts it in, and oh, you're going to get nice skin, put it that way. So these are my favourites, the cream ones. And this one is Tempo. And it's really, really pretty. And I'll show you on the back of my hand. Look at that. But what you do is, you just blend it gently. And you get the same effect as the powder. But you don't get that dryness. You get this kind of, just like someone's going to flick you in the cheek. I love it, and I do like that, so I would definitely recommend the Paula, dorf as well. If you can get your hands on it, like I say, I got mine on eBay, affordable. So, last but not least, and this one is mine, and it's called Wind Flush, and it's out of my Sultry Blue kit. And the reason I'm choosing this is because it's a pink one, and I love pink ones, but I can't find a right pink one. All the MAC ones I looked at, they were just too light, they didn't show up on my face, or they were too like whitey pink and powdery. This one's got a nice glow, and it's that one there. And I'm going to show you. It's a matte powder as well, so it's got no sparkle in. Sometimes you don't want sparkle, you just want a bit of colour. So, just check. Yep, got nothing on my hand. Just going to put a bit there for you. You see, I'll just give a bit of colour. This camera is really letting all of them down, to be honest. I'm going to take some photos at the end for you and do some swatches, because it wouldn't be a review without a swatch, would it? But there you have it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Obviously I haven't blended it in at the bottom, but you just get a nice glow. So that's that, and I love that because it's a matte powder without any shimmer, and it actually works well. It's kind of got like a creamy consistency. It's like a creamy matte. It's hard to explain, but it's a formula that I was working on with the team because I wanted something that works, and I've not been a matte fan, to be honest. Matte tends to be too dusty, and just as soon as you do this and go back, you've rubbed it off and it's gone poof. So I wanted like a creamy matte finish, and I feel like I've achieved it in the blushes, so I'm dead proud of them, and I definitely love my Wind Flush the most because of the colour, because you cannot get colour like that out there that I like. So that's my 5 top blushes. And again, I hope you enjoy. I hope I've shed some light on some things for you. If you've been thinking about getting MAC or the Paula, dorf, or even Bare Minerals. Don't know if anyone's heard of the Lumiere, but I promise to put links at the end. The reason I don't so quick is because by the time my video gets uploaded, I've probably gone to bed because YouTube takes forever on a weekend. It's just as if they forget about the UK. Now, I hope that YouTube's listening, so they'll put my videos on a bit quicker. But anyway, so that's that. And that's why I don't put the links on until afterwards. And then when I finally get around to it, I forget where all the stuff's come from. So that's it from me. I'm off. If you can think anything else you'd like us to review, like I keep saying, please tell us. Oh, and if you want to know what I've got on today, because I think maybe one of you might ask, I will do the tutorial. It's dead simple, dead easy. Took me 5 seconds. Well, I lie, 15 minutes maybe. But, you know, a bit better than 20. Zoom, zoom.